going to take some time out of my day on vacation to touch on this topic because men still don't get it. It's crazy a man got to have this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just break it down, what it said. It's crazy that a man has to make 6 figures, be tall, handsome, body in shape, have a nice car, nice house, home, no kids, smart, all this other shit, just to get a woman who is in debt, has kids, probably don't look that good, sometimes overweight, etc., etc. I'm gonna break it down to you why this is happening. Now, as men, you can point the finger at women all you want to. That's the natural thing you're going to do by default because you're trying to attract a woman, so you're going to point the finger at the females. But in all reality, it's really the man's fault. It's really men's fault. It's not women's fault. If you want this shit to stop, you need to talk to men and tell men to stop settling for less. Tell men to have standards. Because the more the men, what if every man on earth said, I'm not going to deal with a woman or even sleep with a woman unless she's going to school, doing this and doing that? Guess what? If women wanted men, they would have to become better women. It's no different than a lot of these females who don't demand more out of men. But let's stick to the subject. It all falls on men. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not taking their side and saying they're right or none of this. But I'm telling you why it ultimately will not stop happening and why it's happening. It's not going to stop happening. Why am I unable to? Okay. Alright. Hold on. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Gotta get this shit right. Wonder why. Alright. Fuck it. Who cares? I don't need it anyway. Anyways, let me speed up a little bit more than that. 70 right there. Perfect. All right. See, as a man, I'm a leader, so I don't worry about what women are doing. I don't worry about why they doing this and using men and lying and standards out of this world and blah, blah, blah. I already know what's going on, but I don't pay attention to that. I pay attention to what I can change. And as a man, what I can change or what I can have an effect on is whether I set standards for a female or not. And guess what? If none of them comply and it means that I'm single, then so be it. So be it. You got to be ready to be able to walk that walk alone if need be, because it's either that or fall by the fucking sword. They're not playing fair because a lot of them have been hurt by men. I've said this a million times. Once they get hurt by men, it's all about survival. That's why you got to have all these things, and I don't really have to bring anything to the table because it's not about love. Now, a woman that's trying to love, she's not going to look for all that, and she's going to actually be trying to bring shit. But a lot of them aren't looking for love because they already tried it and they got hurt, and now they're good girls who have gone bad. This is what I keep telling y'all, man. It's over for a lot of them. But you still hoping and praying and I want a good girl and blah, blah, blah. Chances are if you didn't get them by the age of 30, you're probably not going to get them because a lot of times they've gone bad by that time. It's too late. You know what I mean? But again, ain't no point in blaming women for this shit. Even though women are the ones that are setting unrealistic standards, I, as a man, still don't blame women for this shit. I blame men. Why are you so accessible as a man? Why is it all a woman gotta do is just show her body or show her face, and you willing to give your body to her or your resources to her? See, you can point the finger at the woman all you want, but it's not going to change until the man says, you know what, just because I'm a man don't mean I'm going to fuck a woman just cause. Nah, the woman better be going to school or doing some shit or she not getting no dick. That's the mentality you got to have. Pac done told y'all this. Niggas need to go back to the, I'm a quote, unquote, Tupac. Niggas need to go back to the old style penitentiary days, because if not, you all gonna die. Do I need to play the clip? Watch. Every time a bitch get horny, there's another funeral. Hoes get horny, niggas die. You know, you might not die physically, but you're on child support. You can't make it. Your pockets are crippled. You're going to have to go back to jacking off until you find the woman you like. Instead of, it's better to do that than to fuck with women who really don't fuck with you. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it goes back to what I'm saying earlier. As long as they feel they have access to men like left and right, they're not going to respect you. They're not going to comply, and they're going to overrate themselves and demand more than what they really deserve. It is what it is. But shout out to the women who really deserve something good, because it's not all of them. But it's not even about pointing the finger at the woman. The man needs to look deep down to himself and look at other men and realize why this shit's really happening. You, the male product, you are a product, right? You're the male product. Well, the male product is so easily accessible, the woman doesn't have to comply. It doesn't matter. It's like you can buy the hottest Jordans anywhere. It don't matter when I get them. And they always gonna be there. Versus, oh shit, they only got a selected few. I better hurry the fuck up and buy this shit. I better hurry up and get this. Don't y'all get it, man? Even if you got your shit together, I'm a guy that got my shit together. It's still gonna be tough. But it's not gonna be tough for me because I make it not tough. How do I do that? The moment I see resistance or whatever, bye, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, you don't like me? I don't care. Because I know I'm going to offer more than you anyway. Because I want to. As a man, I want to offer more than a woman. So it's your loss. Go find somebody else. Y'all not doing that, though. Y'all trying to play Superman to these females, and they don't give a fuck about you. If they cared about you, that's different. Be her Superman. But not when they don't. It don't make sense. Just like y'all tell women, just like men tell women, you want a man to respect you, you got to do this and this and this. Well, if you want women to respect you as a man, you got to do this, this, and this. You got to respect yourself. How can a woman respect you and you don't respect yourself? How? See, the problem is the male has been lied to believe that it's all about how many women he can fuck, and that's what makes him the man. But in reality, a lot of times, that's what makes you less valuable as a man. When it comes to the woman, at least. When it comes to the woman looking at your value and you're easy to fuck and all this shit, that makes you less valuable, man. These women can literally walk outside and fuck any guy they want. So as a result, it blows their fucking head up, and they think all men are easy to get there. I can just come by another one. But you got to be that guy that they can't just come by. You got to be that different guy that stands out from the rest of the guys. By self-improving yourself. Even if she don't choose you, she still can't come. This is the thing. A lot of women might not choose you, but she ain't going to get no guy better than you. So you still won. Some of them settle for simps that will do anything they want. But in reality, she's not really happy because she's not really attracted to the guy like that. You still won. You think you lost because she didn't choose you. If she didn't choose you and she didn't get a dude that you could clearly see is not overall better than you, she didn't win. She didn't win, dog. A lot of times she's choosing that guy because, in that other video I said, how they can get more out of this guy. Even though I like this guy better, I can get more out of him. So I'm going to choose him. But you cannot blame women for you can't blame women for playing their hand. They just doing first of all, most men ain't shit for real when it comes to women. You might be something as a person. I don't like to say nobody ain't shit as a person, but when it comes to women, most men ain't shit. Let's be honest about it. You know what I mean? I'm taking time out right now on my vacation to heat this shit up because I seen it. I had to touch on it. Let's be honest, most men ain't shit. So what do you think women are going to do after so long? And I know, well, they picked the wrong guy. But anybody can pick the wrong person. Some of them purposely do it, I get it. But for the most part, people don't purposely pick the wrong person. It has a lot to do with what they lust and shit like that, I get it. But most men ain't shit when it comes to women, so women are going to start playing the game back. And that's exactly what's happening. And unfortunately, all the good guys are caught up in the mix. The players know the game, so really it's going to be hard for these women to play players. So the only other option is to go to you in the end after she gets tired of dealing with the players. She goes to the nice guy in the end. That's the only other option. She can't just keep dealing with players. She's tired of that. Players aren't going to let her play him. Just like a female player is not going to let you play her. You're better off. Most men have to go after good women to get shit off, to play a woman. They can't play a female player. That's why you hear a lot of women say that, oh, he going after the guy, the girl that's easier because she's easy to manipulate and this and that. That's usually a female player talking, you know. But earlier I even seen something from a female that said, a guy is, I don't like soft men because I need somebody to handle me and put up with my bullshit. Translation, I'm not going to change for nobody, and I don't think, not even for myself. I'm not even going to become a better woman for myself, so I'm not going to become a better woman for you. And here's the narcissistic part. If you don't accept me for that, then you're weak. But really, in reality, my nigga, you're strong when you walk away because a woman's putting up with doing that bullshit. Just like how's it that a woman's strong when she walk away from a man doing bullshit, but when a man do it, he's soft and weak? This is manipulation. This is the mentality they have. I can be what I want and do what I want and treat a man how I want, and either you put up with it or I'll just go find another simp. Because it's so many of y'all, it's so easy to get y'all. All I gotta do is just show a little ass and I got one on lock. That's how easy it is to get you dudes, man. Y'all brainwashed thinking that it's all about how many women I fuck. Only if you're fucking top-notch women, yeah, then you're the man. But if you just fucking whoever, no. You fucking the same girl that everybody else fucking. And you got the nerve to beat your chest? Come on, man. The only way that a man should be like, all right, I'm the man, because I fuck a lot of women, is if they all cold, top-notch chicks. But that ain't gonna happen because a top-notch chick is gonna sniff out that you dealing with other men and women, she gonna leave. The only way you really can pull that shit the fuck off is if you rich as fuck or if you dealing with women who are insecure, which is not a top-notch chick. Because the quality of being a top-notch chick is a lack of insecurity. She knows when to put your ass back in the box and not deal with you anymore. Because you on that fuck shit. Not to stick around and get destroyed to the point she's a bad woman and she can't even be a good woman for the next dude. Y'all not hearing me though. That's what has happened to a lot of females. They have given her all to some dude and it didn't work out. And she's not going to give her all to the next motherfucker like that ever again. 9 times out of 10. This is why women need to pull the fuck back. When they see the bullshit instead of staying and sticking and getting pregnant, all this dumb shit. And still end up breaking up with the dude or still losing the dude to another chick in the end. You gotta know when to pull back, man. And that's the problem with y'all dudes, man. Why are you even entertaining a woman that thinks that type of way? Oh, you ain't got this and this and this. I ain't fucking with you. That's fine. Look, here's the rule of thumb. Here's the rule of thumb. If you can see it, if you see that she got it going on, then she has every right to ask you for it. If she got a decent body, she has every right to ask you for it. She got decent money, she got every right to ask you for it. She looked pretty good, she got every right to ask you for it. But if you don't see those things, why are you even worried about these type of women that are demanding shit that they can't even demand in themselves? But I know it's all about the sex. It's all about as long as you get some sex or she looks decent and you're all in as a man, and that's why they don't respect y'all. That's why y'all get shitted on. That's why we are where we are right now. Why should women respect men even more when men don't even respect themselves? Why? They not going to. Newsflash, the ball's in their court and the power pretty much, y'all gave the power to them. I didn't, but y'all did as men. Maybe not every man watching this video, but a lot of men have given the power to the females. So don't get mad at the woman, get mad at yourself. Get mad at the men who buy the OnlyFans. Get mad at the men who think that they gotta spend $500 on a woman for a date. When in reality, if she really liked you, she wouldn't even care about the money. There's a guy out there that she really likes and she ain't giving a fuck about his money. He ain't even took her on a date, matter of fact, and he's still cracking. And your ass and took her on $300-500 dates and ain't cracked shit. Because you don't understand the game. Pick women that like you, man. And if you don't like the women who don't like you, then fall the fuck back, stay single, keep grinding and self-improving as a person until eventually you're going to pull the woman you want at some point. It's almost impossible that you would not. Because the better you self-improve, the more you're going to be in that 10 to 20%. Which almost every woman on earth wants. Except for the ones who want the power over man or are insecure and scared that a man can pull another female or leave her, she pulls her bullshit. That's the only women that don't want that 20% or 10%. Every other one, all the others want it. But when will you men start demanding women to be real women? That's whenever men say, all men across this bitch, whenever they say, you know what, I'm not fucking with, I'm not paying no, I'm going back, like Pac said, I'm going to listen to Pac, I'm going back old penitentiary style, and I'm not looking at a woman, really none of that, until they start to cooperate and show me respect. Until all men do that, then expect women to keep shitting on y'all. They're not going to shit on me, though, because as soon as I see it, I'm going to be man enough and grab my balls and walk away. You're not taking my balls. I don't care if I have to be single till the day I die. It don't matter. It's better that than to let a woman cluck your ass and still be fucking with another dude behind your back. Possibly giving you a kid that ain't even yours. Like, y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. It ain't about treating women wrong and none of that shit. It's about treating yourself better. Don't let them fool you, though. Oh, this is the bad bitch era. And this. Now, I don't believe that a woman should get down on one knee and ask a man. I don't believe all that crazy shit. But what I do believe is, if a woman's not respecting you, then leave her the fuck alone. For some reason, y'all think that, oh, because her face is this, her pussy's got to be the best ever. And a lot of times, man, the better they look, a lot of times the pussy's worse. So what the fuck, man? What are y'all doing? Honestly. She don't even give head because she's so used to getting her way with men. But you think it's going to be the best experience ever. All that fucking capping or caping, all that caping you doing just to get this weak ass sex from a girl, a pretty Barbie doll that gives no fuck about you. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. So until men say, you know what, it's time to hold other men accountable, you know what I mean, and at least give them the game on what they might be ignorantly doing wrong, then, you know, I can't point the finger at women. Because look, if men comply, if men actually hold their ground and demand respect and have standards instead of thinking with their private, right? Demand women to really be real women before they even fuck them and shit. Women will have no choice but to comply and fall in place. You would see way better women out this motherfucker. They be losing weight, all kind of shit. Why? Because the only way they'll get a man is if they comply and actually be great women. But no, you rockhead do. Oh, I just want a nut. So now she has access to any man the man she likes the most. He might not commit, but she has access to him. So the rest of you guys ain't nothing. I got access to Kobe Bryant. Even though I'm from the project, I'm a project chick with no money, I got access to fuck Kobe Bryant. So the rest of you dudes don't measure up to that. So therefore I'm better than y'all. That's what they think, and that's what the fuck's going on. You could be on a way higher level than her, and she still thinks she better than you. That's why. That's why, man. And it ain't gonna change until men start thinking with their brain when it comes to women and not their private. Jay-Z told y'all, I keep my head, both of them, where they're supposed to be. Hoes will get you sidetracked or clapped from close feet. Not only that, child support, all this other shit. See, women think what they, most of them, unless a woman's emotionally like caught up in you, she's thinking with her brain. The only guy she doesn't think right with her brain with is the guy that she likes the most. That's why she does foolish shit. Like stick with a motherfucker that cheats and shit like that. But if you a guy that ain't got her like that mentally, then she thinking with her brain. And guess what her brain is thinking? Survival, not love. The only way she thinks love is if it's that guy that got her like that, got her open like that. If you're not that guy that got her open like that, it's more of survival mode. She's more logical, more like a man. And that's why y'all confused. Well, these women act like men. Yeah, because you're probably trying to like a woman that don't really like you like that. She likes another guy more, and it is what it is. You gotta learn to take that shit on the chin. My motto is, you might not like me, but I don't think you can get a guy better than me. I just don't think so. So good luck. I'm not about to cry or try to make you like me. I don't give a fuck. It's not my fault that you don't like me. It is what it is. Half the time they don't even know why they like a guy or don't like a guy. You know what I mean? So why do you think you know? You don't. Hey, I'm done talking, man. I'm getting back to my vibe and kicking it and all this shit, man. Like I said, man, men need to hold other men accountable for this shit. This is why these women do this shit, man. And the good news is, as a man, you ain't got to settle for that. Somebody said you got to settle for this. No. You take all that stuff that you got going on as a man and you wait until you see a woman that's doing that on that same shit. And if not, so be it. Love God and love yourself. No way that an NBA player should be dating a fucking project chick unless they grew up together and they grew and she was with him the whole time. LeBron James, Savannah. Other than that, why does this happen? And then turn around and blame women. Beyonce ain't going to no projects dealing with no project dude. I'm gonna let you know that right now, because she understands her worth. So men need to understand their fucking worth. These women don't want you to know your worth. That's why they don't like me. Well, not all of them. The real ones fuck with me. But the fake ones that want to manipulate y'all and all this shit, they hate me. They hate my fucking YouTube and shit. They hate other people's YouTubes that spill this truth, because it takes away their upper hand. Just like male players hate when women start making videos about how that exposes the male player. Of course he's going to be mad about it, because it's exposing his hand. Anyways, until men know their worth, why should a woman? Why should a woman know your worth when you don't even know yours? Why? I don't blame them. I'm being honest. I do not blame them. All these women ain't looking for love. A lot of them already tried that. They hurt. They surviving. They're looking for survival, bro. And truth be told, a lot of women are not going to fuck with you. If you talking this, if they catch you on a video like this, talking like this, a lot of them who is trying to plot, they not going to fuck with you. You could be fine as fuck to them and everything and have everything they want in a man, but they know they can't get over on you. But the women that ain't trying to do that shit, they actually going to love that shit. They're going to look for a man like that. You know one of the biggest reasons why, other than the fact that you got shit going on and this and that, they understand that you're not going to be easily taken by another woman just because she showed some ass. Now you cheating on the girl you with. Real women understand this shit. If he's that easy to fuck, then the next girl can fuck him too. Just like, why do men understand it when it comes to women, but not when it comes to y'all? Like, come on, man. Ain't no woman who got brains gonna want to deal with a man that's easy to fuck, basically. Doesn't matter if you're a man or not. She understands that the next woman could do that, get it just as easy. Now she then got cheated on, and after putting in all these years and probably had kids and all this shit ain't worth it, man. But whatever, man. Whatever y'all want to do, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But I wouldn't point the finger at the women. I'd point the finger at myself first of all. I'd point the finger at myself because it's impossible for a woman to pull this shit off. This I want way more than I bring to a man shit unless you allow it. That's number one. Number two, it's obvious that men are allowing it or women wouldn't even think that they could get this shit off. Just like women be like, why do men send dick pics? Because obviously some women are biting on it. If no woman bit on dick pics, no man would do it. If no women bit on $500 dates, no men would do it. All the shit that you see women and men doing, the behavior, showing their body and all this shit, they're doing it because other people are biting on it. But you gotta be different than them other people. So you can find somebody different than them other people. In order to find someone different than the other women and men, you gotta be different than the other women and men. Because the ones that are different are going to spot out that, oh nah, they like the rest, fuck that. They gonna skate, man. They not gonna fuck with it. I'm done, man. I'm done. It is what it is. The game rigged, but you can win the game if you play the cards right. At the end of the day, it's still a man's world. The world is yours. Make no mistake about it. I don't care how many pretty faces you see, blah, blah, blah. The world is yours. And if you do happen to get a solid chick, don't abuse that shit, man. Do the right thing. Because not only are women moving this way because men don't know their worth. Stupid motherfucker. Why would you pull in front of me like that, you dumb bitch? Dumb motherfucker, man. Stupid ass people, man. I can't stand people sometimes, man. I'm sorry, y'all. This motherfucker pulled right in front of me, man. Who the fuck does that shit? And I get mad because what if I swerved over and then everybody else getting hit and dying and shit? All over one person. You know what I mean? But anyways, man. It's not just about the man not knowing his worth, man. I don't even know what I was going to say. That motherfucker fucked my shit up. Oh, well, man. I think I said enough for y'all today, man. Either y'all get it, like I always say, either you get it or you don't. Either you get it or you don't. There's a reason. We talking about Tupac Shakur. That can literally come off the bus and there's women on their knees. Motherfucker, on their knees. Waiting to swallow. That's truth. This is not no made up shit. Just like T.I. said, when he get off the bus on overseas, they be ready. And Pac is still telling you, a guy like Pac, with the status and all that can pull all kind of holes, he's still telling you, you might want to go back to the penitentiary days. Because if not, you all gonna die. One way or another, you gonna die. The woman gonna take your soul and your nuts. Or you can be smart about it and get the right woman. It ain't gonna be easy though, because there ain't many. But that's the beauty of it. She's rare. That's the beauty of it. It's not a bad thing that there's not a bunch of good women. It's a good thing. That makes you even, don't you do it, that'll make you even appreciate the woman even more when you do get her. But you can't get her unless you be different, man. Because this type of woman sees character. She understands how to read men better than the ones that don't. She's not going to just pick you because you got tattoos or a car or this or that and blah, blah, blah. She also understands that she has to give to the man too. She's not just want her cup poured into. I don't know, man. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all do, man. I like my life. So, you know, I thank God for the bullets that he helped me dodge. That's all I can say. Another thing, when you're doing right with God, you know what I mean? Not saying you gotta be an angel and all that, but if your intentions are good, you know, God will expose the narcissistic Jezebels. You probably get to smash a couple times or something like that, but there'll be a monkey wrench that's thrown in there somehow, some way. Whether it be her running into another guy that she thinks is better than you or some shit, whatever. It always happens. Either way, it's a blessing in disguise for you. So stop getting bent over because, well, these women want this and this and this and they don't like me. It's a blessing if somebody don't like you. How can they be a blessing to you? It's a blessing that they didn't deceive you. You should be thanking a lot of these females that they're not going to deceive you like most would. Because a lot of them would. They're not going to come out and say, I don't like you, but you know, I just want this and that from you. Most of them not going to say that. They're going to play that game. But if your intentions are good with God, they're going to be exposed. It's happened every time. Even when I don't want the woman to be exposed and still like the woman, etc., the Most High still exposes it or takes the woman away because she never was supposed to be there. It is what it is, man. But when you look back on it, like, man, I knew I was right about that chick. It's a good feeling. Because sometimes you don't know, like, damn, I don't know if she's playing me or not. But then God will show you. Sooner or later, God gonna show you. Sometimes, at first, he shows you a little clues, and we hard-headed. Oh, you didn't get that? Okay, watch me beat you over the head with this one then. See if you don't get this one. Look at her in the store with the other guy. She told you she was busy, too busy with her grandkids. Boom, right there. You know what I mean? Look at her in the bed with another guy. Like, come on, man. God is good, man. God is good. And at the end of the day, if the woman ain't from God, why you want her anyway? Just wondering. If she's not sent from God, why do you want her? A woman sent from God is not here to hurt you or do you dirty or say if you, I want all this in advance. That's transactional. That's transactional relationships and love and sex and shit, man. When they are asking for shit, you gotta stop dealing with those type of women, man. But you can't blame the woman. That's like women blaming men for not wanting to get married and just wanting sex when a lot of women are giving it to them. You know what I mean? Who can you blame? See, a lot of times, now that I'm on that, a lot of females, this is their biggest downfall. They refuse to blame other women. When you start pointing out shit that women do, what do? Stop talking about women, stop bashing women. Instead of, damn, I see what men don't like in women. Let me not do that. They act like it doesn't exist. That's their biggest downfall, man. They don't hold other women accountable. And guess what? That's what y'all men are doing. When you say that the women are demanding this, this, and this, and all she brings to the table is this, well, you got to ask yourself, who the hell gave her the idea that it's possible, even possible, to pull this shit off? It had to be another man. These men are desperate, man. They not getting no pussy, so, you know, they going to do what they do, man. Just don't let it be you, man. That's all I can tell you. It's better him than you. Let them hang by the sword. They want to be tricks and simps and all that. Let them fall by the sword. Just don't let it be you. Make sure that woman proves that she really want to fuck with you, man. Plain and simple. And you won't have this issue. Even if y'all did break up, I bet another dick won't be in her mouth the next day that quick. She probably gonna be crying and shit. The fact that y'all broke up and sad and wondering why it happened. Versus, I'm just gonna go get me another dick. Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. I'm gone.